One of the world's biggest oil companies, according to reports, now set to make itself one of the world's smallest. The move won't shave its liabilities in the Gulf, but it could change the equation for politicians who routinely bash the company in Washington. To oil watcher Phil Flynn on What Now? What now, Phil?
I'm telling you what, it's like oil companies are hovering around like oil vultures right now. I think this is going to be a big play, Neil. I mean, they're going to be going
liabilities
after this.
And all. I mean, all the nets you get.
Liability, absolutely, because the risk the profit outweighs the risk. I think at this point for some of these assets. Now, obviously, I think some of them are going to wait to see if BP goes into bankruptcy. But already, the big players are already getting prepared to pounce on this as soon as these assets become available. Now, we know, of course, about Apache talking to BP over the weekend. The deal's on, and the deal's off, it's back on again.
Apache wants the Prudhoe Bay and Alaska stuff, right?
Absolutely. And
why does that deal go back and forth? What's the problem?
I think it's about a price. You know, we're talking about either $9 billion versus $10 billion. It goes back and forth on the price, and it is about the liabilities as well. So I think that's what the argument is about that. I think if you look at the bigger picture, you look at their assets, whether it be in Russia, Colombia, Argentina, Vietnam, I think other oil companies as well are going to be knocking on BP's door trying to get a piece of this action.
All right, let me turn it around because you're the expert here, but as you know, Phil, I play one on TV. And one thing I could think of, it's not worth the PR headache. Yeah, you're buying something at a discount. It's, what, half off what it was before the disaster, whatever. But you're getting that congressional mess, you're getting the congressional inquiries, you're getting the president on your you-know-what. Who needs it?
Right. The oil companies have that already. Come on.
No, you know you're right. You're right about that.
You know, and they're going to be coming in, they're going to be changing the name. They can be the knight in shining armor and say, listen, we're going to go in, we're going to take over these assets, we're going to do things right, and we're going to collect the money. Let us take care of it. We can do it the right way. But you're right. I mean, the best thing BP can do is become a smaller company, get off the radar, let these other companies with the money and the know-how come in and take over. Now, of course, the big question is, what if, a company like PetroChina wants to buy some of the assets that BP owns in the United States?
Well, wouldn't that be?
Oh, there you go.
David Cameron, the British Prime Minister, is coming to town this week. BP, a major issue for him. We've made political fodder, deals the company has with Libya. Leaving that aside for the time being, Cameron feels the U.S. has beaten up BP unfairly, and that a lot of pensioners in London are being adversely affected. How far will these meetings go?
I think they are going to go pretty far. We already have seen the Obama administration back off BP. Ever since they got to $20 billion, they said that they want to see BP survive. And I think the president of the White House actually talked to London and said, "Hey, listen, we're sorry. We're going to back off a little bit. We're going to lower the rhetoric." And if you've noticed, that's happened in a positive way.
Has any interview with you ends in a positive, stimulating way?